Hi, Harnaaz.
Hello.
What would you tell to a young woman or a young girl who just had her first period?
Um, I just want to tell her that you are a woman and you are great. To think that you got your first period should not come into your way of what you want to do in your life. You know it's normal and you are learning and growing with it. So choose to take it as a positivity and to take it to educate other women that you will be surrounded by, because if you just had your first period, there are so many of your friends who will have their first period. So educate them about this. And if you need more help and support, then you have the organizations like Plan International to teach yourself more about periods. And I'm there always to support you. Go for it.
Aside from your advocacy related to menstrual equity, what excites you the most when you found out that you're going to visit the Philippines?
Wow, there are so many things that I'm really excited about. I think there's one. If I talk about food, I hope that's okay. I'm a foodie and I love to keep on taking in food. So I've heard about Halo.
Hello, hello.
Oh, I love sweets and I think I really want to try Halo. And there are some incredible fruits that Philippines is also famous for, and I would love. Do you have any names that you think that I should try?
We have that.
Adobo.
Adobo,
Adobo.
sinigang, lechon.
Okay. Okay.
You're going to visit vegan Ilocos soon. You should try bagnet and Ilocos empanada.
Oh my God. Esther, you're writing that, right? We are going to try that. And also about Filipino mangoes. India is also famous for mangoos.
It's a season in mangoes here. We have the sweetest mango.
It's a competition.
You should try that.
Because India has like, I think 25 different types of mangoes. I know you have more than us, but stay tuned for that who wins this competition.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Yes,
Sir Boy.
okay. Misha, let's do a vlog.
Can you tell us, like, in the heat of the pressure when you were in Israel competing, you said you only had 1 month to prepare, which is
Right,
unbelievable.
30 days.
Huh?
Yes, only 30 days, yeah.
Yeah, that's incredible because you had such a powerful performance. What would you, and yesterday you said that the girls who are competing in this year's MUPH are super strong. So at this point of pressure and last minute preps, what's your winning secret? How did you do it?
Okay. Well, my winning secret was that I had no time to think about anything else because I was so focused. But I think my winning secret has always been to take care of my mental health, to make sure that everything that comes in my way is temporary and I'm going to grow from it. If I don't win the crown, it's not the end of my life. What I have learned, what I have experienced is what makes me a winner is more important to me. So whenever I felt that pressure was too high and it was getting overwhelming and out of control, I always took that time for my own self and just backed off from everything that was happening. It's normal to feel overwhelming, it's normal to feel nervous. You need to meditate, you need to relax yourself and understand that nothing is in your control. Just enjoy, because you will regret that. After when everything is over, you will regret that you should have enjoyed. So be grateful that you have given this opportunity to represent yourself and your spark, and to inspire so many young ladies around you who wants to be in your position right now.
I have a safe space for young women and girls, and with regards to feminine health and menstruation.
I think the advice that and the support that I would appeal from them would be to normalize. I'm sorry.
Maybe the other one.
Yes. The appeal that I would like to ask for from men is to support women and to normalize the terminology, period and menstruation. They know it, it's normal. We know it, it's normal, and we need everyone out there, all genders, to support us. And I think as I shared my own story of how my brother and my father supports me when I'm on my periods, I think it's very important because they are going to, they have their mothers, their sisters, their wives who need enough support to make them feel comfortable, because this starts from the family itself, and that's how it gets bigger. And I think it's changing. I could see that happening. I could see men supporting women, and I think that's where the stigmas are breaking, and we can together do incredible things in this beautiful world. I have experienced a huge transformation itself, where I've gotten this incredible opportunity to meet amazing individuals and organizations like Plan International and Plan India, where we got to do something that I've been waiting from years and years, and also to empower women of all colors, sizes and shapes, to make them feel confident about achieving their goals, and to make them realize that we all are unstoppable and you have that X factor to conquer your goals, and I'm always there to support you. And I'm really looking forward to the upcoming months of my reign. Time is flying like anything, but I think it is going to be an unforgettable year of my life, which will teach me lessons of the rest of my life. So thanks to all of you for being a part of my reign, and I can't wait for the upcoming years. Thank you.
Like buying pads in a little store, what advice can you give them to fight the stigma on us? To those in the far-flung communities?
Absolutely. I think the biggest stigma that they have is in their own mindsets. They need to break it from there. And I know it's difficult to start, but it's not impossible. And once you start, and once you be the voice of your own, you understand that how strong you have become. And you need to go out and ask for something that you need. That's a pad. You need a pad. You can't survive without that. And if you don't have access, then we are there to support you. But that only starts when you are ready to make that choice in your life. And I am so thankful to all of you for being here, because through you only, we would be able to reach them and to break the stigmas and to make them feel comfortable, so that they also rise up and talk about their benefits.
Thank you so much.
Well, I think the first thing that she told me was, don't cry. You are not going to die. She said it's okay, it's normal. I will make sure that I'm always by your side when you need me. And being a medical professional, she taught me how to use the pad and the importance of keep changing the pads according to your flow. And I think she not only advised me on menstruation and teaching me everything regarding that, but also supported me emotionally. And I think that's what we all need. We need emotional support, especially when we have a first period and when we are on a period days. We need the support that to normalize it and not to make it as taboo. And my mom chose to break that within me, so that when I grow up and meet young women in my community, in my workplace, in my school, I break it and pass it, the message that she has given to me, to pass it on to so many incredible women. So that is what I am trying to do, and I hope my mom is watching this and is proud of spreading this word of her. And I'm also looking at your jacket, and it's very beautiful.
From here onwards, we continue with our advocacy, with our fight. As I mentioned earlier, I think there are very concrete recommendations that were presented by the youth. But more specifically, I think it's the same. More specifically, what we will be doing is that we also await the machine. We're very excited to receive the machine. This sanitary pad making machine. We are in pool and discussion, and of course there's going to be a lot of consultation processes with the youth, with the girls and the boys. And then there's going to be what do you call this? A project planning and development process that we follow at Plan International Philippines. But beyond this, beyond the production eventually, no? Beyond this, we will continue with our advocacy, of course, with the local government units, with the policymakers. I mean, I have read, I think in India, if I am not mistaken, I'm also looking at Shumo here, who happens to be with Plan International. I think there's a move in the Indian government that there's a tax exemption on sanitary pads. And if we can do that here in the Philippines, for that matter, that's going to be a big milestone, so to speak, no? A breakthrough. There are just so many steps moving forward, but definitely this is, we have just begun, so to speak. Papunta pa lang tayo dun, sabi niya. Okay.
That you have found, aside from the cultural taboos, in terms of menstrual laws of girls and young women?
Well, it's day one, and I think there are so many taboos all around the world, and I mean, it keeps on changing according to the community and culture. But rather than talking about the difference, I would like to talk about the similarities that I can find in India and in Philippines. Apart from great mangoes, I think I could see and sense the change, power, and the voices of young girls and boys who are the youth of tomorrow. And they're changing their mindsets, and they're changing the generation and creating so many stigmas and stereotypes with each word they hear. And I think that is what empowers me and makes me more grateful that I've given this opportunity to meet you all in person, to hear your stories and add it up into my speech and give it to the world. So I'm just honored to be here to watch these similarities by being change makers. Thank you.
Young lady goes through those issues of being bullying, no access to pads, and like segregated as you were talking about. How could this, why is it so important to address it with regards to how it could affect a woman mentally, emotionally, and intellectually?
Absolutely. I think it starts within yourself. If you are not expected to treat your own health wisely, or you're not giving the priority to talk about your own health, how will you be vocal about it, and how will you come out of that situation physically and mentally when you're not ready to achieve your goals? That affects not only you but so many generations henceforth. So you need to speak about it, and I think when there's the other part of the world who don't have the access to pads, who are not enough vocal and not made comfortable about their own health or talking about menstruation, reproductive health. The other part of the world, that is us, where we all have gathered today to talk on this great reason. We will support them, provide them, make them feel comfortable, that in the end of the day, it's you, your health, and nothing, especially not menstruation, should stop you from achieving your goals.
Quick follow-up, can you tell us about the machine, the pad machine that you're going to be donating to the Philippines in partnership with MUO and the Padman? Because it's quite unique.
Absolutely. It's an honor for me to be here today and to take forward of what we have been doing in Delhi, India. And we are donating another machine, pad machine, with Plan International, Padman, and Miss Universe organization. And this will not only give pads to women in that community and young girls, they will educate themselves about the pad machine and how accessible it is for them to make their own pads. And I believe that if you don't ask for a pad, nobody will give you a pad. And now you need not to ask for a pad because you are a superwoman and you can make your own pad. And it will also give livelihood to so many women in that community. And I think that is what we really would see happening, women supporting each other and uplifting and taking care of ourselves, our health, and being more vocal. So I'm really, really excited about that part of the trip too.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, I think we have here, and then we have Sir, and then.
Namaste, Harnaaz.
Namaste.
I'm Celso Caparas for the Star Blogger. In the future, you will have children of your own. At what age, in case you will have a daughter, at what age of your daughter or daughters you will educate them about menstruation? Because in the past, young girls do not have, were not educated and were traumatized on their first menstruation.
Right. Well, that's too far to think about,
Yeah.
and I don't know what will happen, whether it will be a girl child or a boy child.
Yeah, in
child.
case,
Yes, either it could be a girl or a boy child, but for me, educating both of them is more important. It's not only about educating the girl about her menstruation, making her feel comfortable, and giving her the best answers to her questions regarding that, but also to a boy, because he needs to equally support his sister, his mother, his friend, his fiance, his wife, and they play equal parts in our lives. So I also feel that there are so many young girls, especially right now, who still don't talk about menstruation, and they know that due to that, they miss their schools, they do not achieve a lot of things, and I don't want them to regret after 17 years of their lives when they have a girl child and they realize that I should have talked about it. Not because of herself, but now that she has her own daughter and she knows that how difficult it's going to be for her. And the change needs to start from now, and change is happening now. Thank you.
Next up is Inquirer, and then Malaya.
Hi, Armin Adina from the Philippine Daily Inquirer. Harnaaz, may I know at what point
I really hope that we get enough time to go to vegan, and I think Esther you talked about Esther. Oh, she says yes, we are going, and yes, she has been talking about that a lot, and I'm really excited to be there and watch it through my own eyes and share with you all that what was my experience like. Looking into to meet them and to understand their ideology and how strong they are to and responsible towards talking about themselves and to be the voice for so many young women around themselves. How beautifully she speaks and how beautifully she means what she speaks is important. And the hashtag itself, confidently beautiful, is what I'm really looking forward to. It's super amazing. I think it was, the first 1 month was kind of understanding the lifestyle in New York. And we also got to do some experimental shoot in New York. And Esther has been one of my best companions to teach me everything about New York. And now I can proudly say that I'm a New Yorker, and I can't wait to explore more part of the New York.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Sweet.
Is it okay if we ask the youth participants also?
Perfect. With your cuterus. Girl.
Harnaaz in the middle, please.
Okay.